So we've seen group velocity and phase velocity. So group velocity is the velocity of the wave packet. So that is the group of waves, and phase velocity is the velocity of harmonic wave. Now we want to derive an expression for phase velocity and group velocity. For that I am considering two harmonic waves. One is y1. So y1 is equal to a cos omega t minus kx, and second wave that have different angular frequency and propagation constant. So that is represented by y2. So y2 is equal to a cos omega plus delta omega. So they are changing by a quantity delta omega t minus k plus delta k x. So we have two waves. So this is y1 and this is y2. This y2 is have different omega and different k. So that is represented by omega plus delta omega and k plus delta k. Now these two waves superimposing and you are getting a new wave. So that wave structure is called wave packet. So according to superposition principle, I can write y is equal to y1 plus y2. So that's equal to, so we can simply add these two, cos omega t minus kx plus a cos omega plus delta omega t minus k plus delta k x. So all are inside cos. So this is the resultant wave. So we have a relation, that is cos A plus cos B. So that's equal to 2 cos A plus B divided by 2 cos A minus B divided by 2. So cos A plus B is equal to 2 cos A plus B divided by 2 and cos A minus B divided by 2. So this is A and this is B. Of course we have the amplitude, we can take it out. So this is A and that is B. So first we can calculate A plus B. A plus B is equal to, A is omega t minus kx plus B is omega plus delta omega t minus k plus delta k x. So that's equal to, so we can club all omega t terms. So here we have omega t and here also we have omega t. So omega t plus omega t 2 omega t. Then so this is over. Then here we have delta omega t, so plus delta omega t, and for k, so we have minus kx, and here also we have minus kx, so that is minus 2 kx. Then here we have minus delta kx. So we can club all these, so that's equal to 2 omega plus delta omega into t minus of 2k plus delta k into x. So delta omega and delta k are very small compared to 2 omega or 2k. So we can neglect this one, or this is nearly equal to 2 omega t minus 2k x. So that is for A plus B, and similarly for A minus B is equal to, so this become minus omega t minus kx minus of minus omega plus delta omega t minus plus k plus delta k into x. So omega t cancel, kx plus kx cancel. So the remaining one is minus delta omega t plus delta kx. So that's equal to minus of, we can take minus outside, minus of delta omega t minus delta kx. So this is a plus b and this is a minus b. So the resultant y is equal to, so here y is equal to 2 into, amplitude is constant for both them, 2a into cos a plus b divided by 2. So 2 get cancelled. So the remaining is omega t minus kx into cos half into a minus b. So I can write like this, half into minus del omega t minus del kx. So this is bracket. So you can write y is equal to 2a. So here we can see cos half into minus theta. Cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we have cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we can omit these minus sign. So I am going to write this term first, that is cos delta omega divided by 2t minus delta k divided by 2x. So I am supplying this half into each term, that is delta omega divided by 2t minus delta k divided by 2x. So this minus is omitted because cos minus theta is equal to cos theta, and then we have cos omega t minus kx. So that is the final expression for our superimposed wave y is equal to 2a cos this quantity and this quantity. So in this wave, so the first term represent the amplitude, and this is our harmonic wave. So the general expression of harmonic wave is y is equal to some amplitude into cos theta. So here we can see that the amplitude is not constant, amplitude changes with cos theta. So we can represent this equation as a matter wave, or we can say, so this is an harmonic wave. So this harmonic wave is modulated by, so they are modulated. So they are modulated by this amplitude. So that means our harmonic wave undergoes some amplitude modulation. So this is the representation of harmonic wave. So its velocity is called phase velocity, and this is the modulated wave, and the velocity of this modulated wave is called group velocity, that is Vg. Let us take our matter wave. So this is our matter wave. So they have a shape like this. And here we can see that, so this is our harmonic wave whose amplitude is modulated by another quantity. So that is represented by this factor. So due to this one, whose amplitude is changing like this. So the velocity of this modulated wave will represent the group velocity, and the velocity of this harmonic wave, so it will represent the phase velocity. So from this we can write the group velocity. So group velocity is equal to d omega divided by 2 divided by dk divided by 2. So that is equal to d omega divided by dk, del omega divided by del k, and phase velocity we can calculate from this equation, that is equal to here omega divided by k. So these are the expression for group velocity and phase velocity. So in the case of continuous system, group velocity is equal to d omega divided by dk. So these are the two general expression for phase velocity and group velocity. Now let us Substitute the value of omega and k here. So we got phase velocity is equal to omega divided by k and group velocity is equal to d omega divided by dt. Now we can calculate this phase velocity and group velocity for de Broglie waves. So for that I am taking first we have the expression for energy E is equal to h nu, so that is equal to gamma m c square, or nu is equal to gamma m c square divided by h. So, but we have 2 pi nu, that is equal to 2 pi into gamma m c square divided by h. So that is the first equation. Next we have the propagation constant k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. So that is equal to, so according to de Broglie, lambda is equal to h divided by p. So that is equal to 2 pi divided by h divided by p momentum. So that is equal to 2 pi gamma m v divided by h, where m is the rest mass of the electron or de Broglie particles. So 2 pi gamma mv divided by h, and gamma, so we know gamma is equal to root of 1 by root of 1 minus v square divided by c square. Now let us take first Vp. So Vp is equal to omega divided by k, so that is equal to omega is 2 pi gamma m c square divided by h divided by k is 2 pi gamma mv divided by h. So this quantity will cancel, only the remaining is c square divided by v. So that is the phase velocity of de Broglie waves. Vp is equal to c square divided by v. Now we want to find group velocity Vg. So actually Vg is equal to d omega divided by dk. So this can be written as d omega divided by dv divided by dk divided by dv. So first we want to differentiate omega with respect to velocity. So I am differentiating this with respect to velocity. Here we can see that only this term depends the velocity, because gamma is equal to 1 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. So what is d gamma by dv? So that is equal to d by dt dv of 1 minus v square c square whole raised to minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to, so if you are differentiating this one, so minus half into 1 minus v square by c square minus half minus 1, that is minus 3 by 2 into differential of this quantity. So this is 0. So the remaining is minus 2v divided by c square. So 2 get cancelled and minus minus also get cancelled. So the remaining is v by c square into 1 minus v square divided by c square whole raised to minus 3 by 2. So if you are differentiating these term with respect to v, so you will get this one. So first dv divided by d omega divided by dv. So that's equal to, all these quantities are constant, 2 pi m c square divided by h into d gamma divided by dv, that is we already written here, v divided by c square into 1 minus v square by c square whole raised to minus 3 by 2. So c square get cancelled. So 2 pi mv divided by h into 1 minus v square divided by c square whole raised to minus 3 by 2. So that is the first part. Next we want to find dk divided by dv. So that's equal to, so differential of this one. So 2 pi m divided by h into d by dv of gamma into v. So here we have two terms that depends on velocity. First one is gamma and second one is v itself. So we can differentiate first function into second function plus second function into first function. So that's equal to 2 pi m divided by h. So here first function into differential of second function, that is v, so it become 1, plus second function into differential of first function that we already calculated, that is v divided by c square into 1 minus v square divided by c square all raised to minus 3 by 2. So that's equal to 2 pi m divided by h into gamma plus v square divided by c square into 1 minus v square divided by c square all raised to minus 3 by 2. So I can write 2 pi m divided by h. So I am taking this term outside. So that is 1 minus v square by c square all raised to minus 3 by 2 into, so I am taken this outside, so I want to divide with this quantity. So this can be written as 1 by root of 1 minus v square divided by c square into, so this quantity 1 minus v square c square all raised to 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2, then plus v square divided by c square. So if we simplify this one, so this is 1 by 2, so this is minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, so that's equal to minus 2, so that is minus 1. So it will come up 2 pi m divided by h into 1 minus v square c square all raised to minus 3 by 2. So this will come up, so that is 1 minus v square by c square, then plus v square by c square. So these two terms will cancel. So finally you will get dk divided by d omega is equal to 2 pi m divided by h into 1 minus v square c square all raised to minus 3 by 2. So this is d omega by dv and this is dk divided by dv. So if we divide these two terms and we can see 2 pi m will cancel, h will cancel, then this term will also cancel, only remaining is omega. So that is group velocity Vg is equal to d omega divided by dv divided by dk divided by dv is equal to velocity. That is the actual velocity of the particle is represented by the group velocity. So we have one more velocity, that is phase velocity, Vp is equal to c square by v. So if we substitute some value here, we can see that this phase velocity may greater than the velocity of light. So that means it seems to be violating our special theory of relativity. It will not violate any theory because Vp have no physical interpretation, there is no physical meaning, because we have only a single particle, its velocity is represented by group velocity. This is the expression for phase velocity. Phase velocity is equal to c square by v. So it have no physical meaning. So the actual velocity of the particle is represented by the group velocity, that is equal to v.